Okay, everyone. So we'll come standing at somewhere on your mat. And then we'll take an inhale. So feet hip width apart. And take an inhale and sweep the arms and come on your tiptoes. So try to grow yourself. Stretch those ankles. Breathe in. And breathe out. Release the heels and fold. Bend the knees. Soften the hamstring as you go down. Release your head and neck. Move forward and back. And side to side with your head. Just making it loose. Release your belly towards your thighs. You can use blocks here for your hands. And breathe into your lower back. Inhale, we'll roll up. Tuck the belly, round the back, and inhale, stand tall, sweeping the arms. Looking up to your palms. Exhale, swan dive. So fold, nice and easy again. Releasing the head and neck. And then take a few more breaths. All right, we'll walk the hands forward. You could use blocks right here and lift the heart. So finding a semi-flat back, tuck the belly. Breathe in and breathe out, staying up. See if you can slide the shoulder blades on your spine. So bring them in a little bit closer to each other. And we'll walk the hands to your left. So keeping the arms straight and the chest up. Keeping the feet the way they are. Just a little bit of a twist in the spine, lower back. Breathe in. And breathe out. Take one last breath. Lift the chest a little higher in that same direction. And exhale. We'll release and drop. Comes back center. Releasing your head and neck. Dropping that torso onto your thighs. Bend the knees to reach. Take a few more deep breaths. Just letting the blood circulate right into your brain. And then we'll start walking the hands forward underneath the shoulders, approx, and lift the chest here. Flat back, breathe in. So I keep my knees bent on this one. And I'm going to walk my hands to the right. Breathing into your side waist on the left side. And wherever you feel any tension, we'll lift the chest even higher. See if you can move that heart forward a little more close or above the hands more. And up. Take another deep breath, don't hurt yourself. And then exhale, we'll release, come on back center. And we'll sweep the hands from side to side, around and back, making it like an 8 figure with your hands. Moving right at the waist. Just loosening the lower back, the torso. Big breath. Couple more. Couple more sweeps. And we'll come back center. So rolling the spine up, tuck the belly, bend the knees. And open the heart. Sweep the arms up. Looking up, exhaling. Drop the shoulders. Keep your gaze. Good. Nice deep breath. We'll bring the hands at the heart center in your Tadasana. Close your eyes. So keeping the breath fluid within you, and just start moving into a little bit deeper inside, away from all the thoughts tugging at you. And opening yourself up to your goals for this month, your New Year's resolution. I know we always have a bunch, right? Take one or two. One maybe would be enough. And stick with that. Be resilient. Just make it more alive within you and something you really want to work towards. So deep breath, deep exhale. We'll take one more. All right, let's open your eyes and come on your tiptoes. See if you can stay in the same spot here. We're going to start bending the knees, reach the arms forward. Try to keep your feet together. So on your tiptoes, right? That's more fun. And then we keep the legs together. If you have any knee issues, just bring the hands on the floor. Otherwise, geisha pose, right? With the knees off the mat. We'll drop the knees. So my toes are tucked under, right? And if this is too much pressure on your knees, you can put a block or a blanket underneath the knees or even one behind the knees right here. Try to rest the weight of your body on your heels, spreading the toes apart. Big breath. Good. We'll bring the knees off the mat again. Try to find your balance on the way up. We stay seated right here as best you can. And then open the knees. Those of you who can't do this, right, just come on up with your hips a little bit more if you have a knee issue. Otherwise, we're going to do our Malasana Squat this way with the feet together. Reach the arms forward, drop your head round your back somewhat, and drop the heels. Big breath. So you could be higher and doing somewhat of the same thing. Make sure you're over your ankles if you're higher, right? So you're working your hamstring and your quad somehow. And then flatten the heels even closer, opening the knees wider. Deep breath. Deep exhale. Take one last breath. Nice. We'll come up and walk into your down dog. So straighten your legs to find your down dog and align the hands and feet. Spread the fingers wide. And easy does it. Drop the heart towards the center of your mat. Again, fluid breath. Using your Ujjayi breath. As usual, we constrict the back of the throat and make the hissing sound or the whisper right at the throat. Good. One last breath. Inhale into your plank. So open the chest here. Nice strong quads. Squeeze the legs into your femur bones. Open the heart forward. Lift the head slightly. Look in front of you. Take a deep breath. If you're tired here, drop your knees. We're going to lower down nice and slow. You can drop your knees to do your low push-up. And then exhale. Belly to mat. Forehead to mat. Keep your hands on either side of your chest. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and find your cobra. Stay up. Last one. And then pressing back into your child's pose, or maybe downward facing dog. It's up to you. You could do both. Try to stay wherever you are. Good, let's come back up. Let's start moving back into your downward facing dog. Try to do the full length of your down dog, or a little bit longer than you did before. I will step. Right foot comes forward next to your thumb. And then keep the hands on the floor for your crescent lunge. Strong back leg here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Flatten your spine. You can use a block for your left hand. Otherwise, flatten the left hand and open up through your heart. Twist. We twist right at the waist. Try to gaze to the side or straight up to your right hand. Big breath. Try to stay. Shoulders are released. One more. Good. Let's stay the same. We'll bring the right hand to the sacrum, actually. Right palm flat on the sacrum. And then bring the left arm forward. So you're leaning on your right thigh, sort of. Don't panic. And inhale, come on up into your high lunge. Deep breath. One more. Windmill open, warrior two. So to the left on this one. Right leg is bent. We'll take 2 breaths. Sit that front quad. Inhale, sweep the arms, straighten the leg. Reach the arms up and overhead. And we'll turn the toes out. So goddess. Keep the arms straight up. We turn the toes open and knees are bending over the ankles. Open the knees, relax the back. Opening up to your back of the mat. Left leg is bent, warrior two. Good, nice deep breaths. Bend that front quad. Make sure it's the quad working, not the knee. Good, one more. Inhale and exhale. Windmill down. We face the back of the mat. You can come onto your hands and knees. I'm going to do my plank. Inhale, chest over fingertips. Exhale, low push-up. Belly to mat. Forehead to mat. Take a deep breath. Inhale again and roll the shoulders back. Lift the chest. Exhale, staying up. Cobra. Last breath. Pressing back, either child's pose or downward dog, or maybe both. Good. Last deep breath here. Let's all come back up into your down dog. Inhale, step, right foot forward again. This time we'll find our pyramid pose. So hop the back heel to the mat a little bit. You can use blocks maybe or hands to shin. Lift the chest into a halfway and flatten your spine as best you can. Legs are straight. Hip bones are frontal. Good, nice deep inhale. I'm going to grab my block, which is, of course, at the top of the mat. So you may need a block here in your pyramid. And we'll bring the block either outside or on the inside of the foot. Outside is a little harder. Left hand on the block, palm flat. Use the height that works for you. And then bring that right hand to your waist. Lift the heart center and elongate the torso here before you twist. And start stacking the shoulders. Right shoulder on top of left. Open the chest to your right. Right arm up. So if you can gaze to your right hand, do that. I cannot move my neck that far anymore. Deep breath. Nice. Bend the front knee, windmill around, warrior two. Yay. Yes, very good. And just sit again. Revisit that warrior two and try to find a little bit deeper. The back leg is fully straight. Make sure the outer edge of your foot is nice and sealed to the mat. We lift the arch instead, not the back of the foot. Deep breath. And inhale, reach the arms up, straighten the front knee, facing the side of your mat. Turn your toes out for your goddess. Bend the knees. Keep the arms straight up, palms together if you can. Sitting, the tailbone, sit bones to the floor. Relax, just go into that breath whenever it gets tough. This is what we use. Last one. Warrior two, facing the top of your mat. Left leg is bent. Take one last breath. Hands at the heart center, and we're going to step one big sweep of the right leg to the left foot. Try it. Inhale, reach the arms. Lift the chest, squeeze the quads and glutes. And then find a mini back bend or a big back bend. Inhale, come on back, center, and deep fold, exhale. Hands to floor. Inhale in your half lift, open the chest. Good, and exhale, we'll step back, downward dog. Hollow the pit of your belly right above the pubic bone. Inhale and step, left foot comes forward. This time we're doing the other side. Lunge, crescent lunge with the hands on the floor. So again, roll the shoulders back to find the flat back. You can use blocks here for each hand. Squeeze that back leg, make it strong. Take another breath. Right palm flat for your twist. Flatten the hand on something or the floor. Left arm up and open that chest. Look up. Take 2 more. Last breath. Left hand on the sacrum. Good. So squeeze those legs. Make them strong. We stay low with the legs and right arm forward. Keep the torso over the thigh. Really strong here. Make those legs work. Inhale, come on up, warrior 2. And then find this posture as your relaxation pose. Relax right here. Ease yourself. Breathe deeper. Good. Let's sit that front quad even more. Inhale, straighten the leg and arms straight up. And exhale, goddess pose. This time we'll add the arms. Cactus arms for your goddess. Right, so again, stack the knees over the ankle, toes turned out. Palm facing your head. And sit gradually. Don't sit in your knees, right? Use the inner thighs and quads and glutes and core. Last breath. Warrior 2 facing the back of your mat. So make sure the back leg is nice and long and the front leg bends deeply. But not beyond the ankle, right? Knees stacked over your ankle. Big breath. And exhale. We'll windmill down. Stepping back into your plank. Facing the back of your mat. Or you can drop your knees here. Chaturanga Dandasana or knee, chest, chin. Exhale. Belly to mat. Pause here on the floor. Keep the pointy part of your elbows up towards the sky. So that means the hands have to be further back a little bit. Inhale to lift. Cobra. Squeeze the legs and glutes. Engage those glutes. And then pressing back. Downward facing dog. Child's pose, of course. A blend of the two. Nice and easy. Let's all come up. Downward dog. Good. 2 more breaths here. Now we're going to step left foot forward. Hop the back heel in for your pyramid like we did before. So you want to straighten the front leg, square the hip bones to the back of your mat. Tippy the floor or use the hands on the shin or block. And flatten your spine. Consolidate those legs. press that back heel to the mat a little bit more. So it's like a warrior one foundation here with the right foot slanted out a little bit to the side, and we'll bring the block again. So outside or inside, follow what you did on the other leg. Same height of the block. Keep that left hip back. And then open the chest to your left. Left arm up. Nice deep breath. Good, last one. Windmill up, come on up. Warrior two. Left leg is bent, we still face the back of the mat. Then really deepening those warrior twos here. Good, last breath. Goddess facing the side of your mat with the arms. The last one, sit more. Open those knees out and back. Inhale, come on up, straighten the legs. Exhale, warrior two, top of the mat, right leg is bent. One last breath. Hands at the heart center. We're going to sweep that left leg to the top of the mat. Feet together, step. Inhale. Reach the arms. Relax the shoulders. Squeeze the legs and glutes for your back bend. And then come on back center. Gently bow over your legs. Massage your back on the way down. Releasing your head and neck. Come closer to your thighs here. Even if you round your back some, that's okay. Drop the chest a little closer to the toes and the crown of the head. Nice. Inhale, roll up. And sweep the arms, reaching. And exhale, Tadasana. Getting ready for your tree pose. Yes, we love tree pose. So there's options. You can use the wall. We'll start with the right leg. If you use the wall an arm length away, like if pretend my wall is right here, right leg, grab the knee here, flex the foot. Don't cheat like I'm doing. And then open the knee to the side. Those of you who want to do more, you can grab the ankle, foot to inner thigh. Keep your drishti, your gaze on something. Take another breath. Hands at the heart center, and we're going to start releasing the leg. Oh, it got breezy for a minute here. I just take a moment. Consolidate your breath. Make it steady and smooth. Gaze in front of you. Place your hands either on your waist or somewhere. And then we'll start with the knee, right? Grab the left knee. Again, there's no shame in using the wall, right? If you want to, with the right hand on this one. Open the knee to the side, flex the foot. And then we'll grab the ankle. You want to place it as high as you can on your inner thigh. Once you feel pretty steady, arms go up. Good, a couple more breaths right here. Hands at the heart center, nice and slow. And release your leg. Yeah, it was a very breathy moment. All right, releasing those hips if you need to. I'm just going to twirl around. All right, very nice. Let's widen the stance in your Prasarita Padottanasana, your wide-legged standing fold. So we do a mini back bend before we start, meaning fingertips and palms. So fingertips facing up and palms onto your back. Squeeze the glutes, engage the glutes here. You should feel them. Roll the shoulders back. So if you can, because you have shoulder issue and they won't move this way, just turn the hands, maybe the fingers facing sideways or some other way. Lift the heart, press it up. Breathe. Lean back. Come on back, center, nice and easy. And then bring your hands at your waist and drop down. So no hands here. Try it with no hands for a little bit of time. Top of the head aims for the floor. Maybe your stance is not wide enough. Maybe it is. And then micro bend the knees here. Unlock those knees. Nice. Those of you who are close to the floor, reach the arms between your legs, palms facing up. Drop the hands on the floor, the back of them. So make sure your heels are further out than your toes. Close your eyes if you want. One last breath. All right, let's walk our hands underneath our chest, flat back. Breathe into your spine here. Let it just release, relax. Another deep breath. And then we'll heel toe the feet closer together, hip width apart, right underneath you for standing forward fold one more time. You can wrap the arms around the back of your knees, grab opposite elbows. Big breath. Last one. Nice. Lift the heart, bend the knees like a chair. We're going to do a chair as a matter of fact. So sit back, keep the legs apart. Reach the arms up and overhead. Keep the glutes down. Utkatasana. Sitting. Those of you who can, we're going to sit into a Malasana Squat. If you can go deep because of your knees, right, again, stop before the pain occur. And use blocks. You can have your hands on the floor if you want to use your legs more. Do that. So keep the feet facing forward for those of you who can, versus turning them out. If you can, drop the heels, right? Widen your stance here. We'll take one last breath. And we'll sit. Wonderful. Rock. Ooh, watch out with blocks and stuff. I forgot I had a few obstacles here. So rock back and forth. Smoothing the spine on the floor. A few more. And we'll lie back onto the mat. So keeping your knees on top of you, keep the hold of them. Big belly breath. Try to release the sacrum flat on the floor. Nice. Let's open the arms. Recline twist, but we're going to wrap the right leg over the left here, like a Garudasana, eagle legs. Once you have the wrap with the all the way to the ankle, if you can, drop the feet on the mat, forward of you, and then scoot your hips to the right a little bit, a little hop, drop the knees left. So control your movement here. This is a deep twist. We keep the right shoulder on the mat. Roll your head right. And maybe the knees don't touch the floor. Keep controlling your movement. That right shoulder doesn't lift off the floor. It stays down. Big breath. Again. Last one. Bring the legs back up. Unwrap. Come back center with your lower back. And then legs off the floor. Wrap the left one over. So opposite of whatever you did before. Drop the feet forward of you. Scoot to your left with the hips. And then drop the knees on the right. Roll head with the left with the head. Big breath. So gradually let the body just open up. Maybe the knees will touch. Maybe they won't. We'll take one last breath. And inhale, roll back up onto the legs. Feet flat on the floor for your bridge. We'll keep the arms wide open on this one, a little bit unconventional. So you want to bring the feet real close to your glutes, right? Your feet are hip width apart. Turn the toes in slightly or the heels apart. And then we'll come up, tuck the tailbone, lift. We keep the weight on the shoulders and head and feet, of course. And keep pressing up. Every inhale takes you slightly higher. Good, one more. Last one, let's lift. And exhale, slowly release. Nice. Walk your feet apart at the edges of your mat and drop your knees on the right for your windshield wipe. Stay there, breathe. So your feet and knees and legs are not touching each other. We'll take one last breath. Inhale, let's come up. Other side. Rolling those legs and dropping them. Last breath. Let's come back center. We'll bring the arms alongside the body. One more bridge. Come on up. Inhale, tailbone up. So interlace the hands if you're able. You want to tuck the shoulders. If you can't, just flatten the palms. That's fine. If your quads are really tight, widen your stance with your feet. Deep breath. Last one. Lifting, 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 and exhale, lower down. Nice and easy. Yeah, real good. This time we keep the feet the way they are right there. And you're going to roll the knees open and out to the side like a reclined butterfly, but without touching the feet to each other. So there's a gap between the soles of your feet. And then you may want to slide the feet forward of you a little bit. So sacrum flattens a bit. Or if your knees are hurting, right, you just want to do that. Belly breath. Relax into the breath so the thighs can actually relax. I will squeeze the inner thighs to bring the knees together. Nice. All right, we'll so cross the right leg over the left, the right thigh over the left, like you would sitting at the table. And then we'll bring the thighs on top of us, feet off the floor. Let's start grabbing the feet on either side of you. So if you can't reach, sometimes you can't, you can lasso one of the foot and use a strap. Otherwise, those of you who have the hold here, let's press the feet apart from the glutes, so apart from you, away from you, on either side of you, lifting the feet a little bit. And once you're there, press the feet down towards your armpits, towards the floor with that. And then you should feel that in your hips. Let's hope. Especially one at this time, probably the right one. So it's like a cow face pose, but upside down. So I finally figured it out, the cow face pose. The legs here are the horn of the cow, the Brahma cows in India. It took me 20 years to understand. That's what it was. Or 25 years, I forget now. Yeah, probably 25. No, more like 30. I'm sorry, I don't know. All right, let's release. Nobody explained that to me. Let's release your legs and we'll go straight up with the legs. So flex the feet, legs together straight up. Make sure your lower back is nice and flat. Breathe in and breathe out. And then we'll reach for the big toes into toe lock. Again, you can strap the ball of your feet with a strap, a yoga strap. Feel free to bend the knees here. We don't want to curl that tailbone off the floor. And then we'll release the left leg. Keep the hold of your right leg. And then the left leg is going straight forward, but it stays off the floor slightly. So we're going to come up with the torso. Inhale, lift the chest. Bring the forehead to your knee. And exhale, press back a little without dropping the head. If you need to hold your head here with the other hand, totally fine. Inhale, down, exhale, up. So use the core and not the arm to pull you up. Almost there. 3 more. Squeeze that core. Keep it down. And then release. Bring your knees into your belly. Breathe into your belly to undo the tension. Big belly breath. Big exhale. One more. I will wrap I think the right leg over the left here. The left leg over the right, I'm sorry. So in front of the right. Well, do the opposite of whatever you didn't do. Hopefully you remember which one. It would be this way, the right thigh on top if you followed me. Okay, and then bring the knees on top of you. We'll grab the feet on either side. So you want to separate the feet here, pull them away from you on either side. Once you have that, you want to press them sort of down towards the floor. Keep the lower back flat and you can feel the hips. You'd want to try to keep an even pull of the feet apart on either side of you. It may not be possible. Big breath. Let's take another breath. Nice. And then we'll release. Go up with the legs again. Straight up. Lower back's anchored on the floor. Flex the feet. And then let's grab the big toes. Try to keep your legs as straight as you're able. Of course, bend the knees according to your hamstrings. And breathe right here. Just hang out. Last one. We're going to release the right leg. Keep it a few inches off the floor. Again, hold the head with the hand. Lifting the torso, tucking the belly. Bring the forehead towards the knee. Exhale here. Inhale. Release down a little without touching the floor. And exhale. Up. Inhale down. Exhale. Finding your core as you move up and down, tucking the belly as you exhale. One more. Staying up. Exhale. Breathe. Stay. Keep the core engaged here. And then we release. Release the legs. Yay. All right, nice. Let's bring the knees in and roll from side to side, releasing your back. Massaging your spine on the floor. We'll rock roll for a seated forward fold. So you could sit on the blanket here. Sometimes it's easier if your hamstrings are tight. Real nice, everybody. Inhale, roll up. Let's not fall asleep yet. And reach the arms and exhale. So crossing your right ankle. I'm going to sit on my blanket on this one because those hip openers are a killer for my brain. Lucky me. So right ankle over left here. We'll start with this side. Bring the left foot in. And again, don't lean back, right? We stay tall and seated. Yeah, for those of you, this is easy. You can do your double pigeon right on the floor here. And then you can lean over your thighs. Breathe in and breathe out. Nice and easy. Good. One last breath. We'll release the leg down to switch. Other side. Again, bring that right foot in if you feel like you have room and you could do this. Okay, good job. Let's take one last breath. And we release. Very nice, everyone. Cobblers pose. So soles of feet together while we're seated. So again, knee issue, move your feet away more. And if you can, bring your heels close. A blanket will help. We drop and flatten over the legs here. So the knees will have to touch the floor for you to bring your forehead to the mat. So yeah, so don't overdo it. I used to be able to do that. That was 5 years ago. Before the accident. All right, let's come back up. Bring the knees in. And child's pose may be here if you'd like, or a standing forward fold. I'm going to do my standing fold into a ragdoll of some kind. So lengthening the spine, whichever posture you've chosen. Lifting the sit bones, dropping yourself into your legs. Close your eyes and just let yourself be still right here. Nothing to think about, just being here. Fulfilled and content, right? Everything's fine. And real nice, everyone. We'll start sitting again. We're going to lie back and do our... So those of you who have a practice with a shoulder stand, you go ahead and do that. You could use a blanket for your torso. Those of you who are not going to do that are going to follow me here. We do the block underneath the lower back. So flat with the block. Legs are straight up for those of you doing this. Otherwise, just shoulder stand is fine. Soften the breath, make it a little bit more elongated. Reaching a little bit deeper into your lungs. And removing the carbon monoxide from your lungs a little bit deeper as you exhale. If you're in your shoulder stand, please drop your feet behind you in plow pose or halasana. Everyone else on the block, just stay right there. We'll bring the soles of feet together for a little froggy pose. So bend the knees. You can do that in your shoulder stand as well. Soles of feet together, knees wide open. Press the knees away from you. Keep the heels centered over your crotch. Breathe. And then open the legs wide. Big belly breath. Inhale, legs together, straight up. And then exhale, release the knees. You can roll out of your posture, drop the feet, remove the block. Fish pose for the shoulder stand people, for sure. Hopefully you know what that is, and because I am not demoing here. And then we're going to do otherwise happy baby pose for everyone else. So this could be your counter pose as well. Don't worry if the fish pose is not something you know or remember. Big belly. Again, sacrum nice and flat. Don't overdo it. Augment the expansion of your belly here with every inhale. And last one. Good, real nice. Feel free to do one more twist if you feel like that's needed. Otherwise, Savasana Corpse pose. Again, use your blanket for your knees or a bolster. Right, to release the back from any last tension. Again, we want to slide those shoulder blades underneath you, nice and comfortable. Close your eyes, relax your breath. We'll start wiggling our toes, rotating the feet around at the ankle, and your hands around at the wrist. Good, let's take an inhale and reach the arms back. Start bringing your knees into your chest. Relax your back further. And then roll on your left if you can in your fetal pose. And start pressing ourselves up into your easy pose. feeling content and refreshed after class. Keep that alive. Nice deep inhale and a big exhale. Namaste. Have a beautiful evening. Thank you for joining. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That includes all of you here as well. You did? Oh, okay. Well, thank you.